Success doesn't come to you, you command it. The world does not hand out greatness, it doesn't deliver dreams tied in ribbons. No one wakes up accidentally successful. You don't stumble into a purpose, you don't receive success, you command it. Success is not polite, it doesn't knock, it doesn't whisper, it doesn't wait for permission, it bows to the bold. It answers only to those who stand up and demand it, through sweat, through focus, through fire-breathing belief that refuses to break under pressure. If you want success, you don't ask. You decide. You don't hope, you declare. And the moment you do, the world shifts. The winds change. The universe, which once ignored you, begins to listen. Not because it pities you, but because you finally started speaking the only language it understands, certainty. Every empire that ever rose, from Rome to Rockefeller, began not with money, not with luck, not with opportunity, but with belief. The kind of belief that burns bridges behind it. The kind of belief that makes no room for plan B. The kind that drives men through storms with nothing but vision in their eyes and fire in their lungs. That belief, unshakable, unreasonable, unstoppable, is your starting point. Until you believe, nothing else matters. You'll sabotage every win. You'll shrink at every challenge. But once belief takes root, mountains move, doors open, and limits collapse like cheap scaffolding in a hurricane. Napoleon Hill called it faith, not in religion, in yourself, in the invisible hand of thought turned into things, in your divine ability to mold reality like wet clay. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That isn't poetry, it's a blueprint, and most ignore it while scrolling through mediocrity looking for a shortcut. But not you, not anymore. There is a power that comes with clarity, laser-like, exacting, surgical. Most people drift through life like leaves in the wind, going wherever the world takes them. But successful people, they cut through the wind. They sail by design. They choose their destination and adjust nothing but their sails. You must decide what you want, not vaguely, not someday, not something better. You must carve your dream in stone. You must know it like your own heartbeat. Because success doesn't come to the confused, it comes to the committed. Andrew Carnegie, the steel titan, had one goal, one obsession. He wanted to dominate the industry. And when Hill interviewed him, Carnegie said, "Put all your eggs in one basket, and then watch that basket. Focus is not optional. Clarity is not negotiable. Wandering minds build nothing but regret. Choose, commit, or be swallowed by those who do. See it, feel it, smell it, live it in your mind before you live it in the world. Vision is the architect of success. If your eyes can't see it, your hands will never hold it. Walt Disney saw castles before the land was purchased. He saw theme parks and swamps. He saw generations smiling before the first brick was laid. People called him crazy, broke, delusional, but he believed in the unseen with such force that reality bent to match his vision. You must do the same every day. Close your eyes and build. Make the image so vivid, so real, that your nervous system starts reacting to it. See the house, hear the applause, feel the handshake, taste the wind, not once, not twice, every single day. Because repetition turns images into instructions, and your subconscious follows them like divine orders. The moment your vision becomes more real than your excuses, your life will obey. But vision without discipline, that's just a hallucination. You cannot wait to feel like it. You cannot wait for motivation. You must act with or without it. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, long after the mood in which you said it has passed. Every great man in history bled for his vision. Edison worked through 10,000 failed prototypes before lighting up the world. Henry Ford was laughed out of rooms before creating an empire on 4 wheels. They didn't succeed because they were chosen. They succeeded because they chose, again and again, through every obstacle, through every failure, through every dark, soul-crushing moment of doubt. Discipline is your edge. While others rest, you work. While others seek comfort, you embrace resistance. While others scroll, complain, delay, you build. You become unrecognizable to your former self because the version of you that commands success doesn't play the same game as those who beg for it. Action is the amplifier of belief. The moment you act, the universe responds, not always in your favor, but always in motion. Action builds momentum, and momentum, it's the snowball that becomes the avalanche. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop rehearsing. Success rewards those who move, who take the risk, who look fear in the eye and say, "Move aside, I have work to do." Learn as you go, fail forward. The battlefield of success is littered with thinkers who never acted and ruled by doers who dared to start. Adaptability is your weapon. The path will never be straight. The world will change. Markets will shift. People will leave. But you bend, you don't break. You adjust. You become like water. Pour yourself into any shape, any space, and remain unchanged in essence. Bruce Lee understood this. So did Hill. When resistance meets flexibility, resilience is born. You don't lose because things went wrong. You lose because you refuse to evolve. Be ruthless with your goals. Be flexible with your methods. Learn like your future depends on it. Because it does. Every master was once a student. Every millionaire was once broke. Every speaker was once scared. Read, study, watch, model, but above all, apply. You don't become by knowing, you become by doing. Knowledge isn't power until it is lived. And above it all, carry gratitude. Not the soft kind, not the kind that pretends things are fine when they're not. The kind of gratitude that says, I'm still breathing, and as long as I am, I'll fight, I'll rise, I'll win. Gratitude keeps you grounded. It keeps you present. It reminds you that no matter how far you've come, there's more ahead. It silences entitlement. It fuels hunger. It sharpens your eyes for opportunity. Because when you're truly grateful, you stop wasting time. You stop squandering gifts. You start treating life like the miracle it is. And miracles don't respond to laziness. Resilience is not optional. It's the entry fee. You will get hit. You will fall. You will bleed. But if you rise every time with more wisdom, more fire, more intent, you become unstoppable. Commanding success means showing up when it's inconvenient. It means grinding in silence. It means being so obsessed with your purpose that failure becomes laughable. You're not playing to try. You're playing to win. The clock is ticking. The world is spinning. And time doesn't care what you think you deserve. It only responds to what you earn. You want success? Don't wait. Command it.